Hello, YouTube. Hello, friends. Hello, viewers. I am live. And I might see about pulling a group card, doing some readings. I'm not sure who's going to show up. I was on Facebook and Facebook kept crashing. And I was going to pull some cards and I was going to do some readings. And so now, hopefully, I have some subscribers who jump into this live broadcast because I'm live right freaking now. My name is Heidi Corona. If you do not know who I am, Spirit Speak Psychic Medium Heidi, that is me. The one and only. I was going to do a broadcast on Facebook, which is where I do a lot of my free live events, but Facebook kept crashing the live video. So if you want to drop a comment, if you are subscribed to my channel and you want to drop a comment, if you have a request, I'm a psychic medium. I have cards with me. I have all kinds of cards. But I'm a psychic medium, an energy healer, an animal communicator, and a channel for spirit messages, man. Spirit speaks. Like, it's the truth. God always shows up and comes through. And I must say this. I'm aligned with love and light in God. I co-create with spirit, and I am grateful to be of service in such a way. I'm just a regular person, just like all of you guys, just like anyone else. I'm just a regular, real person. Hi, Miss Wright. I'm offering free readings on my YouTube channel. If you're interested, drop a comment and let us know here. I might start with some kind of a group card. So I just wanted to say that Spirit shows up, man. I'm a real person, just like anyone else, just like all of you guys. This is an 18 and over video and an 18 and over broadcast because I cuss. I vape. This is a nicotine vape. I apologize if that offends anybody. And sometimes we talk about some real sensitive subjects on some of my broadcasts. So I invite you to attend. I enjoy you. I invite you to attend. I hope you guys enjoy my broadcast. I always love having you. I couldn't do what I do if it wasn't for God and if it wasn't for you guys. So I'm gonna pull us a group card just to get us started. Ooh, okay. From the Shamanic Healing Oracle deck. These are beautiful, beautiful cards. I don't get paid to say that. But I'm going to pull us a group card. And for those who find this video after the fact, subscribe to my channel and check your notifications so you don't miss me if I ever decide to pop live on YouTube again, which I do from time to time. But I have been doing the Zodiac updates in tarot readings for all the zodiac signs. So if you take a look at my channel, I have the October zodiac up, the October mid-month. You can check your sign, see where you're at with that, see how it resonates with you, how it lands in your life. If you're not subscribed to my channel, click the notification bell so you can get your tarot updates from now on. I will be doing the November updates very quickly because we're here at the end of the month now. They say our card's on the bottom. So I will be doing the November updates pretty quickly, and I do live stream all of those card readings. So you keep an eye out for your zodiac sign. Hi, Diana Rodriguez. Hello, hello. So glad to have you. I'm doing a group card right now for anyone who's live or on replay from the Shamanic Healing Oracle deck. I'll show you the box one more time. Lovely cards. These are beautiful cards. Shamanic Healing Oracle cards. I don't get paid to say that. Not yet. I don't. I'm going to read this from the book. And if you guys would like a reading, just drop in your request. Just drop in your request, and I would love to dive in somewhere for you. I appreciate you tuning in. I have a much broader following on Facebook, so a lot of people jump on really quickly, and it's kind of easy to get lost in the messages, you know, and it's easy to get lost in the comment thread. So right here, it's much more intimate. I had some much more smaller private space, and it's a little easier to dive in with whoever might need it, with anyone who's here. So our card for the group is number 33, integration. I have to say something already. I have to say it. 33, that's a master number. Yes, it is. But if you add 3 and 3, that comes out to 6. And 6 is the number of love. Like, not just fancy schmancy love, you know, not romantic love, but all sides of love. And the fact that this is integration, it's about loving the good as well as the bad and realizing the lessons that you have picked up from all of the experiences that you are integrating, not just the good parts, right? Because the more challenging parts of our journey make us who we are, right? They kind of carve out a bit more resilience or strength or whatever you want to call it. That brings out the real core character traits that we have to make it through things. So all sides can be appreciated because they do hold value. So this card for us, 33, integration. We are a sum of all of our experiences in this and in other lives. We bring forward a wealth of knowledge, talents, and wisdom. One of the challenges is remembering who we are. We are bombarded every day in every way with messages on who we should be, what we should do, what we should wear, how we should live. Boy, this is landing for me. This has been a message, guys. These messages coming from the media, from society, our family and friends, and even strangers can drown out who we are really meant to be, who we have grown into lifetime after lifetime. Find some quiet moments in your day to identify and start a relationship with that small, strong voice inside of you. Pretty soon, you won't hear the other messages. Many times in your interactions with others, you hear that small voice that tells you something's not right. Your logical mind tells you to stop it. Nothing's wrong. Stop being silly, dramatic, or overreacting. You may ignore your inner voice in a quest to fit in, to be loved or admired. You do not realize that your inner voice is warning you that the other person's energy is not matching their words or their actions. Listen to your instincts about this situation or person. Wow, what a freaking great card is that? That is a great card because it's been coming up so often. We are at this pivotal point in our society right now where we're all kind of being nudged to go our own direction. And it seems like our own direction is like different from those that we may have thought would always be there, right? We're having to make a lot of choices, a lot of big, deep choices about our life path, our location, who we want in our lives and who we want to kind of cut out of our lives. We're making all these big decisions. So please, friends, that card is advising all of us to make sure that the loudest voice that you are listening to is your own inner knowing, is your own spirit, is the will that you have inside to do those things, to be with those people, to live with that stuff on your conscience, okay, or in your life. We are really being called to shed things that no longer serve us, even if they're people, and especially to shed people's opinions or views of us or our life or our path. We're all supposed to be different. We're all supposed to be unique. We're all supposed to follow whatever thread is inside of you, that person. Nobody else can tell you, but you know inside. I can't tell you. I can do a reading for you and tell you what sounds like spirit's coming through for you, but in your heart of hearts, that's why I always say, take it as it resonates. You must take it as it resonates to you. Because if I say, listen here, you should be a teacher, there's no other path for you. And you know, I am not a teacher, right? I don't want to be a teacher. There's no draw for me to be a teacher. That's what I'm talking about. Listening to your own inner knowing above all else, because that's the God within you. And the way that you feel about the things is that's the resonance or dissonance with that energy. Okay. It's never really a psychic reading until I spill water on my shirt, friends. It's not. It's not. So if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Heidi Corona. Like I said, Spirit Speaks Psychic Medium Heidi. That is me. I'm a real person. I cuss. I vape. This is an 18 and over broadcast. Sometimes we talk about some things. I appreciate those of you who are tuning in with me. I do see I have a couple of requests now. Diane Rodriguez, I want you guys to know that I'm aligned with love and light and God. My process is to call your higher self into your reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only. Okay. And in that, once I do that, I will most likely close my eyes for a moment. This helps me to focus in on the messages that are coming through for you. I might move my hands around because I'm a bit handsy. I'll try not to smack my mic or anything. I do that sometimes. If you watched my, love the water spill. If you watch me on other platforms, you'll see me spill water all the time. And do all kinds of other weird stuff because I'm just a regular goofy person, friends. This happened to me. I became a medium in an instant in church, and I learned how it works. And I learned that we can all do this. I'm not special. I'm regular. I'm normal, but I walk with God. And with God, all things are possible for me, for you, for everybody. For everybody. Okay. So at this time, Diana Rodriguez, I'm going to ask your higher self to step right into your reading for messages of your greatest and highest good, please. And Martha, you will be next. So Diana, I feel like I'm sitting in your energy right now, and I really feel like there's a lot of people in your head. I almost feel nervous about my next steps, or nervous about what I'm expected to do or going to do. And I feel like there's a lot of people that are influencing this nervousness within me about my current circumstances. Now, I see that maybe things have come to a head finally, maybe at the workplace or with your family. And there have been, let's see here. Okay. All right. There was cohesion in the cohesiveness. Yes, there was much more cohesion in the past, is what I'm sensing here, Diana. I feel there's nervousness now because there's a lot of stuff going on. I said a lot of people are contributing to this nervousness, and something has come to a head. Now, you had 3 cards that fell for you. This is the 6 of Wands, and for those who are interested, this is the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. And I don't get paid to say that either. These are just fantastic cards. 6 of Wands right here, darling. This is about victory. This is about accomplishment, achievement, recognition, really feeling like you've made it somewhere in life. Okay. And the following card with this is 10 of Cups. Okay. So this is about a happy family. I'm loving this. I'm like, what are we talking about? She's having trepidation. She's having anxiety. There's people in her head. What is this? But I feel my body sensation. So as I read the cards, there was a time where things have been okay. You have been a happy family. There has been cohesion. People are respectful. But this last card that fell, 8 of Wands, is about personality clashes. This is about personality clashes. Too many different personalities in the same moment. You can either work creatively together, constructively together, or you can kind of ricochet off of each other. I almost want to ask Diana, do you have a child who has maybe a new boyfriend or something like this? Like, I feel like there's something that's shaking up the homestead just a little bit. Just a little bit. And with these personality clashes, I almost wonder if you have a child or someone else who's dependent upon you, who's now gained a new relationship. And it's like, oh man, I feel this in my head. I feel this really tying up my headspace here. This could be someone new at work. Let it land in where it lands in your life. Your spirit team is tactful. I don't need to know all the details, and neither do all the other people who watch this video, but you know where this lands in your life. So I'm going to ask what the guidance is on this right now, because I feel the tension. You have young children. Okay. I feel the tension in, it's like a dissension of the ranks. Okay. Are your kids acting up lately? It could be with all the moon cycles and things that are going on right now. Your kids, your significant other, or people at work, even your pets acting a little funny, because I see that you do have a stable foundation. You are doing well, but there's just that ruckus going on. Just too many. Everybody has an opinion, or somebody wants to be seen. No one has medical issues. And yes, they've been nuts lately. Okay, well, that's what I'm speaking about. Is about them being nuts lately. Okay, it's about personality conflicts, and I need to say this: sometimes people are just irritable. Okay, and that happens with kids too. You know, kids will have a bad day. Kids will have an earache or something else that just tinges their day, and they have a little bit of a bad mood, or they can pick it up from someone else. Sometimes that is the case, but sometimes it's kind of like, have you heard the squeaky wheel gets the grease? That is what I'm hearing now, is sometimes it's just that little squeaky wheel that wants the attention, whether it's good or bad. It's that squeaky wheel that wants to make sure that they're seen for something, when life is really busy. I'm not saying that anyone is whatever. I'm just saying that sometimes kids just want to push your buttons just to see if they can, just to see how much you'll rise. You'll rise, how much they can get a rise out of you. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read your comments here, doll. And there's some toxic personalities in my life. Ooh, I could be speaking to both of those things, darling. Let it land where it lands. It might land in many areas for you. Okay. So I want to give you these cards though. I want to give you these cards. This one, I said, what does she do? What does she do about this? This is Major Arcana number 5, the Hierophant. Pray. Girl, put this in God's hands. Those toxic, dysfunctional people, your children, anybody's attitudes, any worries and stress that you have, take a quiet moment and just say, God, will you please help me with these things? Will you please help my loved ones with whatever issues may be bothering them? I am willing to make healthy changes for my life. I have to go forward with this. You got more cards. I am willing to cut away people who do not serve me. I'm willing to cut away toxic emotions, energies, limit time and interaction. I'm willing to leave if I must, quit that job if I must. I'm willing to cut ties from things that aren't healthy for me or my children. I see this here. God, will you help me with this? I'm willing to let go of the burdens that I'm carrying, honey. I'm willing to let go of the burdens that I'm carrying. God, will you help me with this? I feel like this can be a busy schedule, weeding things out that are unnecessary. You're learning to let it go. Yeah, God suggests that you definitely let it go. And this is circumstances beyond your control. Really, I mean, I must say this. This card indicates circumstances that actually are within your control. You can stand up and walk away at any time. But sometimes that circumstance doesn't feel that it doesn't outweigh this. You know what I mean? So sometimes we're frozen in this stalemate where, like, well, or I can't really cut that person out because, they've always been in my life. They'll always be in my life. Maybe it's your children's father, whatever this could be, but you really can. And even if you feel like you cannot, or in your heart of hearts, you just know that you won't, it's okay to shield yourself and protect yourself from these people, to limit the time or interaction that you are spending when you know that those circumstances bring you down. Now, you are the one who knows what I'm talking about here. You are the one who knows uh, who brings you down or what that item on the schedule is that always brings you down. Oh man, it's that again. Great. You are the one who knows, and you are the one who has control of your life and control of your path and control of your journey. And that is how we know we're bumping the edges of our path in an uncomfortable way, is because it feels like a drain. It feels like a dissonance on our energy. It feels like depletion afterwards, or like just this big, huge obstacle that we don't want to have to do. Right? We have actual obligations, and then we have other things that feel like chores or obligations. Girl, I know you're following me here. Spirit is saying it's okay to decide to make healthy choices for you, for your life, your children, for your schedule. And sometimes, if you can't quite cut someone out, you can not answer the phone, or only talk for a limited period of time, or only allow them to get so deep with you before you get into subjects that, hey, you know what? I got to go. I forgot I've got an appointment. I've got to go. Whatever you need to say. I don't care. Protecting yourself in whatever way that you feel comfortable doing by limiting the time or energy spent in those types of ways with those kinds of people, because you feel the dissonance there. So limit that for yourself. You feel it because it's your job to take care of that and address that problem within yourself. Okay. I do say problem. They do say problem. It's your invitation to limit the time or interaction. Also, distance yourself from those feelings, okay? Because sometimes people will say things and hurt our feelings, like, hey girl, have you put on 10 pounds? Like, we have relatives. I have relatives that will talk to me or anybody like that. So I'm just throwing out a general. Sometimes it happens. People say things. We can allow ourselves the grace to give a bit of a detachment from those emotions, okay? And not let them affect us as deeply. And it's really because now you're aware firsthand of who that person is, of what effect they have on you. So don't let them any longer, even if they try. Even if they try, this is now in the forefront of your awareness. So you can protect yourself in a better way now, emotionally and mentally. Also, yes, people can be very rude and insensitive. Hello, everyone who's popping in. Hi. Oh, man, look at that. Hi, Tamara. Hi, Marcy. Hello, other person. AM. Hello. Hi, guys. So, what I want to say is this: it is not selfish to limit the time and the allowance of effect that you will, wait, no, the effect that you allow them to have on you. The effect that you allow them to have on you when you can't completely cut them out. Sometimes it's a process, Diana. Sometimes it's a disentanglement process. Yes, I do this, keep my distance and protect my energy. Okay, so I want to give you one more thing step further. I love that all of this is landing with you. Your spirit team is saying, yes, this is validation. You're doing great. Keep up the good work. Make sure you're speaking up when you need to. I just released energy in that way. And that indicates to me that maybe you have a few things that you could stand to speak up about. Take it as it resonates, dear. Make sure that you do that. You might not even know in this moment, but you'll know in that moment. Oh, this is the thing I need to speak up about, and I'm not sure if I can. I'm not sure if I want to. But if you feel like, oh, now's the moment and that's the thing to say, then do it. Okay. I don't feel like you are hurtful with your words. I feel like sometimes you have to be in that spur of the moment energy to really say the thing that you've been wanting to say the whole time. You know what I mean? Sometimes taking advantage of that situation so that you can unload all that stuff is the right move to make. So I give that to you, Diana. And I also want to say this, please, please, darling, make sure that you are cleansing your energy with your showers, especially as you're cutting away all this other stuff from your life that you see. It's like they're showing me that it's like you take a look and you just sweep out the stuff you don't want, and then you take a new look and you sweep out some other things, and it's a really good process for you. So just make sure that when you're getting into your regular shower or bath time, just beforehand say a little something to your spirit team, your higher self, to God, spirit, whatever's comfortable for you, and say, hey, spirit team, can you please cleanse my energy field of anything that doesn't serve me? And anything that belongs to anyone else, send it back to whoever it belongs to. Okay. I don't need to hold it as my own. I don't need to keep it with me. Sometimes we can do that. Keep worry or love or whatever this is of somebody else, and we hold it way too long, and it begins to bog us down and creates energy flow issues. Okay. I don't feel blockages with you, darling, but make sure that you are cleansing. You just started doing that today in the shower. Mic drop, spirit. How could I know this? Why would I talk about this and you just did it today for the first time? That's freaking awesome, Diana. Make sure that you're doing that. And I'm getting to the very last tip that they want me to give you. Now, when you feel yourself to be stepping into a situation with someone who, like, say you got to take a call and you know it's going to be a downer, right? Because that's the pattern, but you got to take a call. Okay. Just follow me here, girl. Shield yourself. Just say, hey, spirit team, can you shield my energy with, they're telling me metal armor. In those scenarios where you know you need it, seal my auric boundary with metal armor so that no one can hurt me through this interaction, so that nothing can be received and held from this interaction. Protect me, God. Protect me, spirit. These are things for you to ask before and even afterwards. Make sure you're cleansing afterwards. Just, hey, man, swipe my field. Spirit team, please make sure I don't still have any residue left over from that thing. This thing could be something with relatives, the shielding or the thing. And it can also be going to the grocery store, man. Anything that makes you feel like weirded out. Sometimes when we're around too many people, oh, wow, I got to read your comment. Sometimes when we're around too many people, we can pick up too many energies and it makes you feel all jittery and weird. And I don't know why I feel frazzled and scattered. Probably because you touched a million people at the grocery store or came close and now you're all scattered thin. Grounding, 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 being in your body in the present moment right now as often as possible, and not drifting to the past or drifting to the future, but being in the here and now. It's good to have a plan for the future. It's good to make peace with the past so that you can be present now and stick to the plan with the plan in mind, but fully embracing the steps that you are taking in this moment to enjoy your life and to cultivate that life of your dreams, the one that you envision. Now I'll read your comment. I wear a hematite bracelet. That's kind of my armor. I love it. And with what I do for a living, this will be very useful. Awesome. I love that too, darling. So that is your message, Diana. Thank you so much for letting me read for you, darling. I'm going to disconnect from you. Thank you. Thank you. And Martha, you would be next. I said that. Martha Bowling. Do you have a question, honey? or I'll just dive right in. You're welcome, Diana. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. I am offering private sessions at this time. My booking link is in the description box. It says see all my options there. It's in your description box. I do offer private personal sessions online via Zoom, Facebook Messenger, or telephone call. Or I offer tarot spread videos right here on YouTube. So you order one and I send you your video within 48 hours to your email. You pick which spread you want me to use, and then it's your own personal reading. So you can watch it at your leisure, and it's super easy. And people seem to really respond to that. I'm doing the Zodiac Tarot updates right here on my channel. So if you subscribe and click that notification bell, keep an eye out for your sign, because I do all 12 signs. I'm doing the beginning of the month here soon. I'll be doing November soon because we're already on the 25th. And I do a mid-month as well, and who knows what else in between, because I'm spontaneous. Martha Bowling, I hope you're still here, honey. I'm going to pull you a quick card because I don't see that you're still here. But Martha Bowling, I'm going to ask your higher self to step right into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only. Look how tight we are right here. I love it. Happy Diwali. Thank you. And you as well, darling. So Martha, Spirit, what does Martha need to hear from this deck here? Oh, there it goes. Martha. So Martha, this is from my own oracle deck that I'm making. And this is the card that I have here for you. So this is waiting, okay? And this is like one solitary person who is just holding on to something very special, although it's not still here or it's not here yet, okay? But this is something you believe in. It's like being a solitary stone on an island away from the emotions, okay? Because the water can symbolize emotions, things that you're going through, feelings that you might have. This person is slightly detached, but this is a healing time. This is a mending time. This is the time where you've stepped away from the world, or you're kind of I feel like really pulled away from the world, or completely in isolation, I dare say. Very close to just the solitude is exactly what the doctor ordered. Okay, Martha, that is what this card is saying to you. The solitude that you are in is what the doctor ordered. And the question is, why am I alone right now? What do I do with this time right now? What do I do with my life right now? The question is, who are you and how do you get to know you? Only by being alone with you will you know who you truly are, with everyone else and all other things aside, darling. So if that thing seems so incredibly far away and you're here working through whatever this is, working on you, finding out who you are, I'm telling you, what is meant to be yours can never escape you, not by the right of God. So waiting is this card is about waiting with a reason and waiting with a purpose. And the thing that you are waiting for is worth the wait. Keep taking the right steps that you are taking. And I say taking the right steps. Now, I don't feel like you're taking steps. You're this stone on this island, right? I feel like you are leaning in. You are meeting your minimum basic needs. You're learning what those needs are. You're learning what your likes and your preferences are. You're learning what schedule you can keep. You're learning how to be you in this environment and stand on your own 2 feet and be self-sufficient and learning how to just make it. You're learning to decide how to spend your time. Continue to get to know yourself. And by the time that thing comes back to you, or by the time you reach that goal, whatever you're waiting for comes into your awareness, you are going to be so much more in tune with yourself, in tune with your inner knowing, and so high vibe that it'll be a beautiful, beautiful thing. Martha, that is your card. I thank you for letting me read for you. I don't see your comments, but I trust that you will watch this on the replay if you missed it. Thank you for letting me read for you. I'm going to disconnect from you. Thank you. Thank you. This is an 18 and over broadcast. I'm a real person. I'm a real person who loves God. Oh boy. And God loves me. And isn't that just the greatest? It really is. God loves me when people don't. Even when my own, I feel like pets love me when people don't. I don't know who I'm talking to here, but God loves you even more than pets. You know what I mean? Let's see. I really hope to get a reading if it's meant to be for me, Marcy Brooks. It's meant to be, Marcy. Marcy Brooks. I'm going to go ahead and ask your higher self to step right into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good. Marcy Brooks. Let me just scan these comments. I love how the messages can resonate with more than just one person as well. That is how spirit can speak to many, by drawing people here, even to the replay, who are waiting for something so special. And the words that were used, the key words that were said, will ping something in them that resonates in their heart. That is how God works. You were drawn here for a reason. There is something to hear here for you. Thank God for that. And I love that too, Tamara. Marcy Brooks. Woohoo. I'm a real person too, and I love God too. That's right, girl. That's why I'm reading for you right now. Marcy Brooks. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm going to ask your higher self into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good, because I think I diverted there. Marcy. Oh, wow, Marcy. They want to show me a past life for you, Marcy. Hold on a minute. So, Marcy, I see you in a past life. Oh, wow. I see you and two other women who are your sisters. It's 3 sisters in this past life. I believe you're the youngest, but you're all very close in age. Okay, so what they're showing me in this past life here is that the 3 of you were very closely connected. You were the youngest, there's an oldest, and then there's the middle one, but the middle one went off on her own way. But I'm really getting a witch vibe here, okay? So let me go forward with this. Please take it as it resonates, darling. I'll get you a card on this as well. Sometimes our past lives can kind of bleed through and ping us a little bit in this lifetime if there was like huge things going on. A lot of times in our past lives or past incarnations, parallel incarnations, whatever you want to, however you want to label it from our 3D perspective here. Sometimes our soul family will reincarnate with us many, many times. You're vibrating. Yes. I made her vibrate. This is an 18 and over broadcast. Oh goodness, I'm gonna blush. I am such a modest lady. I do not talk like that. That's hilarious. I'm glad you feel the reading, girl. It resonates. So oftentimes our soul family will reincarnate with us in many different lifetimes. I feel like these are people that you know. Okay, so let me give you what I see. I see 3 sisters, very, very close. I see that the oldest was slightly more domineering or dominating because they were the oldest sister. Okay, you're grown-ups now. You're grown-ups now, but you were about, very close to age. And the middle one was the bright one that caught all the attention, the pretty one, the one that people liked, and this and that. And you were the youngest, just slightly younger. And I see you shrinking in, very introverted. You had this outspoken oldest sister, you have this beautiful middle sister that's also older than you, and then you were very introverted, very pulled in. But I also get this I want to say a witchy vibe, like earth magic type of a vibe. I gotta say a witch. I mean, there's nothing wrong with witches, you know what I mean? There's not. Some people practice those kinds of things. It doesn't mean you were a bad person. It doesn't mean you were a bad person in that life or anything else. I got a card for you on this. Wow. Ace of Cups. You were a heart-centered practitioner. I feel like the 3 of you were, honey, but this is what I'm getting with this, okay? So the 3 of you were practicing together. You were like a coven of sisters, okay? Just take that as it resonates. So the 3 of you were practitioners together, but that beautiful sister of yours, that middle sister of yours, decided to go her own way. And I feel like it had to do with love. I feel like she met somebody and went and got married, whatever. And then the 2 of you, the oldest sister and yourself, were left behind to become spinsters. And I have to say, she wasn't all that pleasant to be around either. This one popped 9 of Swords. She wasn't all that pleasant to be around. And I feel like there was this jealous, envious streak that the two of you both carried very strongly towards that other sister for succeeding in life. And not only that, but for dismissing her practice to move forward in her life, because you felt that it was some kind of a, I don't know, it was just, you couldn't believe that she stopped practicing when the two of you had all, or the three of you had always done that. And it was almost a betrayal of sorts, not even towards just the two of you, but towards your practice, you know? I feel that here. So what do I have to say this. You actually, they're letting me know that in that lifetime you aged out. I mean, you aged out and passed away. No crazy circumstances or anything. Cycles of life, the wheel. Hi Danielle. But you held that. You held that in your heart, that envy for the sister who made it, who got the things that she wanted, because she was charming and bubbly and beautiful and whatever. But I want you to know that so are you, and so were you. But in that lifetime, you failed to see it because you felt overshadowed by the two other older sisters who had bigger, brighter personalities, per se. So you allowed yourself to shrink in. I really want to say to you, you don't do that anymore. You don't have to do that anymore. You don't do it now. You don't have to. Martha, I feel like this could actually kind of bleed into your work life, becoming more passive, shrinking into the background, not being the one to speak up, thinking that other people must have the brightest ideas first. Oh, let them talk first. Let them say something first. Oh, they always know the right thing, and I'm not sure if I do. They say it's on the bottom. It's this. The card is empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. You don't truly understand others' motivations if you haven't lived their lives and seen the world through their eyes. You see that? You couldn't believe how she could leave you guys for a marriage or a partner. You know how she could leave the practice. That was like blasphemy to you in that lifetime. You felt very betrayed by that sister that you had. And so did your other sister. I'm saying there was like an unhealthy cord there of grudge that the two of you held against that sister. And let's just talk about this. Hold on. It's so easy to judge another's behavior matched up against your own and label it as right or wrong. But you're missing an important part of the equation: the other person's history and personal path. We are all sparks of the divine with a purpose here in the physical dimension, and we can all exert our free will. Some of us have lost our way along the path to love, and it is a human reaction to judge others before examining their journey through their eyes and with compassion. Your job is not to judge, your job is to love and understand. Wow. That pretty much, I'm here. You hit it right on. All right, darling. I am glad that resonated with you so deeply, dear. I'm so glad that past life came through for you, and the guidance as well. You are here just to love and understand and have compassion, and you are no greater or any lesser than anyone else who is here. Anyone else who is here. We're all souls, all of us. I'm talking like even the president. You know what I mean? You're not any greater nor any lesser than any other being on this planet. I used to be that way and still am in certain circles, and I'm very much an empath. I love that. I love that, sweetheart. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today, Marcy. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Martha. Thank you, Marcy. Tamara, you darling. I thought I saw you ask for a reading. Tamara Medallion. Heidi, I'm open to any messages from my spirit team and angels. Tamara Medallion, I'm going to ask your higher self to step right into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good. Only Tamara. So right away, I've got Archangel Raphael who wants to step up for you. I'm not sure if you're having any physical ailments, physical health issues, but I'm kind of drawn down into my tummy area. I'm drawn down into maybe my ovarian area. So I'm not sure if you've got if it's not maybe female discomfort or things going on. I'm not a medical doctor of anything at all. I missed my window on that. So please always seek medical attention if you feel that's what you need to do in this 3D dimension, because not everything is solved with prayer. Sometimes we need medical intervention. Sometimes we need medication. These are real, tangible things that assist us here. So please always seek medical assistance if that's what you feel like you need. But I have Archangel Raphael, and he wants me to get you one of these ones, The Secret Language of Light by Denise Jarvie. I really feel drawn into my belly with him. Maybe you're trying to conceive. Maybe you have some kind of a female thing going on. Or it could even be like, colon stuff. Okay, I'll just say that right now. Maybe the squishy tummy is anxiety and nerves, girl. Let's read your card. Let's read your card. The card is number 7, the number of truth. Nothing has gone wrong. That's beautiful. An obstacle launches new loving requests. In the last few days, a change came out of the blue. It may have felt like your body and mind moved through a crack in reality as your life altered course so suddenly. Deep within, you have been craving change, and this situation brings new and different experiences into your life. You may be feeling a little lightheaded and dazzled by the brilliance of this expanded version of you. Are you pregnant? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I don't know. I lost my spot. Hold on. But you are doing so well. It is now time to catch your breath and settle into your new outlook. This is an opportunity to look at your thoughts, ideas, and your reactions to your potential success. As you become aware and implement change, you can rise above the limits people or situations have placed on you. This card depicts the triagram of the I Ching, the Book of Changes, with a yin and yang symbol. This is a reminder that everything changes, that nothing can exist on our physical plane without the opposite, and neither is superior to the other. Wow. You can't stop anything that has manifested, but it can serve as inspiration to create new paths aligned with your soul truth. Lots of anxiety. Okay, new paths aligned with your soul truth. Now, it said there that you've been wanting change and wanting different energy, and now maybe you're 100% not pregnant, but it's so relevant. Okay, good. Hey, take it as it resonates. So relevant. I'm glad. And if you don't want to be pregnant, girl, I'm glad that you're not pregnant. It doesn't have to indicate pregnancy, but new changes, new beginnings, new creation, new birth. These are big changes. And sometimes when we want change and then it's here, it's like, oh crap, I feel the anxiety there. I feel your anxiety, darling. And Archangel Raphael is really stepping in to put a hand on your situation. He's literally putting his hand on your root chakra, which is right between your tailbone and your pelvis. And the root chakra governs our safety, our stability, our survival, our home life, our family, the things that are most crucial to us. And it is the foundation of all your other chakras there. It's also very linked to the body, especially the lower limbs, the bones, the teeth. And if you're having issues in any of these kinds of areas, along with the anxiety, Archangel Raphael is stepping in to touch you and to lend you some additional healing in those areas. He's also letting me know that it's okay to speak what's on your heart. It's okay to speak what's on your heart. He's letting me know that you hold things in sometimes, even when you really want to say it, because you're afraid of how it'll turn out or what people will think. And he says it's not going to be as bad as you think. Just speak honestly and openly when you feel drawn, and it's not going to turn out as bad as you think in your mind, as bad as you could fear or predict that it would. I feel like that's kind of a holdup. He's letting me know that you are good and that you come across a lot more peaceful. I want to grab the green onyx palm stone here, peace and tranquility. He says that you come off a lot more peaceful and eloquent than you think you do, because you are hearing yourself or sensing your actions and words with the trepidation that you feel inside, the urgency and the hecticness or whatever that you feel inside. So when you're like saying these things, he wants you to know that from the outer perspective, they're not hearing your inner monologue. They're not sensing the turmoil that you have about this. They receive you in a very fluid and graceful and eloquent way. Okay. So that is for you, Tamara. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. I appreciate you. He asks that you also do some intentional deep breathing into the areas where you feel some tension in your body, like at night when you're going to bed, to breathe into the painful areas and bring additional oxygen there with the intention of healing, that he will assist you with this. He stands at your bedside and he will help you with this. Some of these things, the tension, etc., could be physical ailments or physical tension, but also those emotions as well that are kind of heightened, like your anxiety, etc. Ask him to breathe with you and touch those emotions, and he will help you with those. Tamara, now I got to disconnect again. I'm gonna get my selenite. Thank you again, darling. Let's see where I'm at. Oh my gosh, I've been on for 45 minutes already. That's crazy. Wow. I must be a blabbermouth. If you guys don't know what kind of a blabbermouth I am, you should check out my Facebook page. I'm on Facebook for hours at a time, and it's fun. It's always awesome. My links are in the description box. I would love to connect with you on a deeper level. I offer private sessions. I offer tarot videos. I have an extraterrestrial and star seeds on demand workshop. It's a video collection of all kinds of different races and a self-assessment tool, plus tips for connecting on your own and how to recognize malevolent beings. It's a very great workshop. So I have that. That's in the link there as well in the description box. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She laughed at me with the vibrating. I know, I'm such a dork, right? Danielle, there is anything for you, of course. So, Danielle, I'm going to go ahead and ask your higher self to step right into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good. And I thank you guys who are here tuning in with me. My name is Heidi. I'm a real person from California, and I also happen to be a psychic medium. I'm glad you're here with me. Danielle, what does Danielle need to hear? Danielle, I know you always have past loved ones around you. I just want you to know that. I don't feel like that's your message today. I'm going to get you one from the Shamanic Healing Oracle cards here. I feel like your thoughts are really wrapped up in the future. I feel like you like you were going in a direction and you've been halted mid-path. I feel like there's like a dead end or some kind of you feel like, oh no, there's some kind of setback or a roadblock or an obstacle that you feel has come upon your path. I feel like this is it's really tying up some headspace. This may have to do with the masculine energy in your life. That's your card. Oh, wow. Both of these are your cards. Now, I said this may have to do with a masculine energy in your life. The second card that you got is feminine energy. So we're totally reading those. The first one you got is number 24. 2 and 4 also boils down to the number 3, which is like love, man. Real, true love. But the card you got is Ascension. Ascension. And I really am drawn to say that sometimes when we feel like we've hit roadblocks, like then you learn how to step over some real crappy stuff. You know what I mean? You know how to shoulder through things, make it through things, get resourceful, get a little bit more tough and strengthen up, right? You learn what your quality of character is really truly made of when you're going through things, right? Because it's easy to be Mrs. Easy Breezy when things are great, but when life is hard, when times are challenging and you make it through that, there's so much gratitude on the other side for what you made it through. and also for whatever it is that you achieved by going through that. Do you understand? You've cultivated some kind of special skills, and this is all a part of your spiritual journey. I have to say this too. The ascension, like this card indicates, the spiritual journey. Like, I feel like this dead end, this roadblock, it feels like, oh no, I'm diverting from my spiritual path. I haven't been able to do that thing that I wanted to do, or I'm not going to be able to take that class, or whatever this is. But do you realize that while you're standing, take it as it resonates, I might be talking to more than just Danielle here, but while you're standing in the energy of, oh crap, this situation is, I'm blocked from the situation and this sucks, like you're still on your spiritual journey. Even if you feel blocked from that next thing, like your whole life is the journey. How you handled this moment and the setbacks is part of your journey. Sometimes we think like our journey's on pause while we deal with some bullshit. It's not. We're dealing with the stuff, the bullshit. I cuss. Yes, I do. I'm real. This is 18 and over. We're dealing with some bullshit, but it's teaching us how we're handling it, who we are, what integrity are we holding on to? How are we treating ourselves? How are we treating other people during these times? Are we allowing people to take advantage of us during these times? What's going on with you? So you never stop ascending, darling. Even if you feel like you've had setbacks, roadblocks, something's going on, you've never stopped ascending. This is just another thing to do, another experience to be had, another resource to gain, another lesson to learn, another challenge for growth. Some of those following a spiritual path have ascension as the ultimate goal. However, ascension, portrayed in art and literature as a great leap into an instant nirvana, is actually a giant work of, well, art and fiction. Rather, ascension is the process of conscious living. We are all spiritual beings. We are all souls in a human body who are living life on this earth in order to learn and to grow at the soul's level. That is being spiritual. Whether you are conscious of it or not, you are walking towards ascension. Each experience, relationship, obstacle, joy, and creation will bring you one step closer on the ladder to where we all end, with a greater awareness of ourselves than we started out with. This situation, at its best, is a rung on the ladder of your soul's path toward ascension. The situation you're inquiring about is assisting you on this ladder. Work at the bigger picture and know that you are bigger than any issues or problems that you may have. Now, it's funny because I said this may have to do with a masculine energy, and then you pulled the feminine energy card. So we are so going to read this right now. The card is number 17. 1 and 7 comes out to 8. Co-creation, manifestation, balance, equality, I dare say, feminine energy. Darkness, the moon, the tides, the quiet gestation before the chaos, the void. These are all aspects of feminine energy: passive, waiting, gestating, and nurturing. It is the opposite of the prior card, so very different, yet the perfect companion card. Perhaps you have yet to find your feminine side. The life you are leading right now has given you opportunities to embrace this part of you. But between the two opposing energies, feminine energy is the harder one to embrace. It requires trust and lack of fear. Wow. Trust that all is as it should be, and the absence of fear of things not getting done. Perhaps in the past you have been hurt when you were embracing your feminine energy, either physically or mentally. This was the free will of the person who hurt you. It was not caused by you being who you are. Wow. Do not let the actions of another dictate who you need to be. Examine your feminine side. Become friends with her again. Alternately, this card may represent an important woman in your life. I feel like it's you, girl. You are the important woman in your life. That card is totally yours. So that is your message, Danielle. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from you, darling. Thank you for letting me read for you today. Anne Marie, I'm going to pull you a quick card. I'm going to do some quick cards and then I'm going to wrap it up. I think, you guys. I might do a group message, but I'm going to do some quick cards real quick. Anne Marie, what does Anne Marie need to hear from my own Oracle deck? This one. Breaking chains, honey. Anne Marie, this is about shifting patterns, man. Breaking generational chains, breaking chains in your life, deciding to cut things out of your life that are no longer serving you. Like you've done it. Like you are really breaking free. You're breaking not only your own chains, but the ones that have been placed on you by your family, society, your culture, um, the generation that you grew up in. Like these are things that we may grow up feeling like we fit into this certain box, right? We fit into this certain box, and this is how I am because I've always been this way because my family was always this way, and this is the way that I was taught. But when you get to a certain age, and I see Anne Marie, you are there now. You're at a certain level, okay? I don't say age to a lady. I'm a lady as well. You're at a certain level now where you're like, look here. I'm grown and I get to pick and choose who I am and what kind of crap I want to keep as my own. I'm no longer that label. I'm no longer that shy little quiet girl. I'm no longer scared to speak up. I'm no longer making decisions based on what other people think I should do. I'm breaking chains. I'm busting myself out of that old monotonous routine. I dare say busting out of the matrix, girl. And you're defining who you are inside and what you want to take with you into your future moments. This is beautiful, Anne Marie. Thank you so much for letting me pull this quick card for you. I'm going to disconnect from you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. And I am offering private sessions, guys. So I do have my links in the description box. Tell all your friends. You know more people than I do. I do a lot of stuff on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. And you know what? I'm going to do a group message because I'm not seeing anyone else really. Oh, Monica. Monica, let's get Monica a card. Which card is for Monica? Monica, I'm going to get you a card, and then I'm going to get us a group message from The Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reed. Monica, Spirit, what is Monica's message from this deck, please? I'm going to be adding to these cards soon. I feel it. I'm itching. Here it goes. It fell. Monica, this is your card here. Sorrow, grief, sadness, despair, and mourning. Now, this is a call to safely express the feelings that you have bottled up inside of you. Okay? Sometimes we can only really feel safe to do something like this, maybe in the shower. Okay? So your spirit team is saying, like, if there are things inside of you, grief, sadness, old wounds and hurt, present wounds and hurt, to take a moment away while you're in the shower or in the bathroom or just a quiet moment where you know that you're safe, and set aside some time to release some of that in a physical action in an intentional way through your mind, through your emotions, physically if you need to, if you cry, punch, scream, kick, whatever, somehow carve out a little date for you to just move some of these emotions through, okay? Because if we allow these emotions that could have been bottled up for years and years and years, one day they are going to just overwhelm you and they're going to come pouring out. Maybe you're somebody who cries at the drop of the hat. This could be why, because there's just a dam of emotions that have been built up, that is blocked away, that we just don't touch and we don't talk about and we don't look at, because that's the past and I don't have to worry about that anymore. But the past worries about you when you have not yet addressed and honored the whole thing, the whole feeling, the situation, everything. So what is being asked of you here is, if you feel safe enough to do so, to come to terms with some of the things that you know have been holding you back or bringing you down a little bit today and now. And you'll feel this because, like I said, that dam that threatens to come through. Now, this doesn't have to be tears. This can be sparks of anger. Maybe you snap at people. Maybe you get irritated. Why? Because they're pushing a button in you. What button are they pushing? What button is it triggering inside of you? That is what Spirit is saying. Those little buttons that are getting pushed. You cry over little things, but in private. Sometimes it's easier to cry over the little things. You know what I mean? Because that big stuff, boy, I don't know how long I could cry. I don't even want to touch that yet. That's okay. Get comfortable with crying over the little things. Get comfortable with crying when you stub your toe. Oh my God, yeah, I stubbed my toe. Cry, 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 cry. Move that energy out. You are moving that emotion. You're moving that bottled up dam. And it helps. It helps to dilute it. It helps to siphon it out. It helps to release it and get it out of there just a little bit. So your spirit team is saying to give yourself time to cry. or release in whatever way is comfortable for you, these bottled up emotions, to set a date. Okay, I'm going to take 30 minutes and really like allow myself to cry for that past loved one that I lost. I'm serious. Like, instead of having it catch you off guard or trigger you in some other way, decide to address that emotion on your terms, at your own pace, at your own leisure, in the quiet and private of your own alone time, of your solitude with you and God, you and spirit. And if it's freaking hard, ask God to help you. Hey, God, this hurts, man. Will you help me work through this? God, will you help me cry or release this just a little bit? I can't do it all. Maybe you need to cry a few times, maybe several times. You might cry about this forever, but to begin a healthy emotional releasing routine helps you to remain balanced and structured at other times because these emotions want to come through. Now, if you decide when you're going to let them out routinely, it's like letting the steam out of a kettle. You know what I mean? You're releasing some of that pressure so that that pressure doesn't make you pop. That's your card, Monica. Oh, thank you so much for letting me read for you, dear. She misses her dad. Sweetheart, your dad is standing right beside you, honey. If your father is in spirit, dear, your dad is with you. And I feel like he has a bunch of dogs too. So maybe you had a lot of dogs in spirit. Maybe dad was a pet groomer. I don't know. Maybe he had a lot of dogs, but I feel like there are many pets around my knees right now, just jumping around, wanting to say hey. But your dad is there too. So allow yourself to cry and ask him to hug you. Say, Dad, where are you? I want to feel you. I want to sense you. I want to know you. Where are you at? Because he's there and he'll do everything he can to try to get you to understand that he's there. Roscoe and Benny are the names of the dogs. Thank you so much for that validation. How could I possibly know any of this? I don't, but they do. We live on. Your dad lives on. The dogs, they're with them too. Our past pets that we miss, our past loved ones that we miss, they're there. We will see them again one day. They are still every bit as much themselves. And I want to tell you this, Monica, when you're attempting to cry for your dad, like pencil that time in. You know what? I'm going to spend 30 minutes or however long it takes. I'm not capping you at 30 minutes, but sometimes it's easy to say, look, I'll pencil in 15 minutes of crying. All right. And then I got to get on with the rest of my day or my other stuff, or maybe I'll only cry before bed or whatever this is, in the shower or anything. So sit with your dad, ask him to be present with you and know that to be true. Know that he is in every way that he can. And then allow yourself to notice if there's anything different going on. Say, Dad, let me feel you. Let me sense you. Because you might feel something. You might feel a chill or a tingle. You might get goosebumps. You might feel a warm spot on your face, or you might feel something tickling your hair, like he's touching your hair. You might feel an emotion like happiness or peace or laughter, even. You might feel something in that way. You might not. You might sense him differently. You might catch a scent that reminds you of him. You might see his name somewhere or see a bird that reminds you of him. These are ways in which he can try to get your attention. A song on the radio. You might see him pop into your mind's eye. Allow that to be true. You might hear him comforting you with his words inside of your mind. Allow that to be true. When you ask him to show up, allow him to show up. And then don't explain it away. Oh, I made that up because I miss you. Of course, I know what you look like and I know what you would say. Don't explain it away when he's trying so hard to get through to you. Don't explain it away. You used to dream of him a lot. Yes, they come in our dreams. Our past loved ones visit us in our dreams often, and they are healthy and they are well and they are happy and they want to spend time with us and let you know that they are okay. Those are true dream encounters with the other side. Journal that down. Ask him to come into your dreams again. Girl, write that stuff down. Start documenting. This is true communication that you are building, a bridge of communication with your father on the other side that can't be replicated. There is no psychic on the internet that can give that to you. That is personal, firsthand experience. Embrace that. It has happened before. It can happen again. All you got to do is ask. Keep working at it. Keep asking. Keep trying and journal those things down. Start by journaling the ones you remember that you already had. That tells them, hey, man, I remember this. This matters to me. I take it seriously. I know this is true. Come on, let's do it again. Let's do it again, Dad. Do that, girl. And I also want to say this, those dogs, man, they feel really fuzzy around my legs. So if you notice any kind of tingles or anything that are down below your knees on both sides, I feel it. Like I feel the dogs hopping there. I feel the dogs all excited right there by my knees. And if you took the time to lean into this, you could feel it too. You really could. You're a real person. So am I. This happened to me in church one day. You can learn how to use it one day, any day at all. He comes to your dreams already. That is an advantage that a lot of people don't have. I need to say one more thing about dreams, friends. Sometimes we dream of our past loved ones and they are still very sick, or they're still hurting or ailing, or they're not well. Sometimes they're disappearing and we can't reach them. Sometimes we're trying to make it there. Sometimes it ends badly, okay? Or it starts badly, or whatever this is. When we have dreams that are causing tension within us, when we have these dreams that are not pleasant, okay? This is the way our human mind is trying to wrap around the grief process that we're going through. This is the way our human subconscious is trying to filter out these things that are so hard for us to process during our waking moments. That's why we cry, right? That's why we cry and we're upset. Well, our subconscious does what it can to help us through that process as well. And sometimes we can have these dreams where, oh my gosh, if I could only save them, right? If I could only save them, or I saw them and they just kept getting further away. I kept running and I never could quite make it, or these kinds of things. That's us coming to terms with losing someone so important to us. Coming to terms with having our reality shaken so greatly. Coming to terms with having this done beyond our control. But I must say that in true encounters, true dreams with our past loved ones, they absolutely are healthy. They're well, they're smiling. They may be all in white. They may be in a white room. They are inviting and welcoming, and they want to hug you and uplift you and let you know that they're okay. These are your past loved ones, for God's sakes. They don't want you to think that they're still ailing. They don't want to scare you. They don't want to hurt you. They want you to be okay, and they want you to be okay knowing that they are okay too. They want that for you. So those dreams are real. And I have to say, sometimes they'll talk to you in those dreams and maybe their mouth doesn't move. Okay. That is common because they are talking to you through a telepathic connection, through the bond of love that the two of you share. So they may not have to move their mouth in your dreams. That is an added expensive energy that they don't necessarily have to afford. So they can appear in your dreams as they are, or healthy, well. Sometimes they'll show up younger, hotter, kick-ass and fit. And you'll be like, Granny, what are you doing in that bikini? Right? Well, Granny feels banging in her bikini and she wants to come in to let you know that she is doing fine. She's doing better than fine, right? These are true encounters. They want to show up. They want you to know they're okay. They may talk without their mouths moving, but that's okay because they can talk to you even during the daytime, in your mind, in your heart. That's where you can hear them. That's where you can reach them. That's where they can hear you. You send a signal calling out to them. They're there. You're thinking of them. They're there. That's why you're picking it up like that. They are there with you anytime you ask them to be. And a lot of time that you don't ever notice that they are. So start noticing. Ask them to show up and allow them to show up. Spend that time. Notice what happens that's different from what's really going on any other time. That is where you will find your past loved one in your waking moments. Whew. All right. That was a big one. Nothing's ever quick with me. It's already been over an hour. I'm going to get us a group card from The Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reed. I'm sorry, my hair is just something else. I appreciate you guys for tuning in with me today. Now, I do offer private sessions. If you're interested in booking a session with me right now, that would really help me out because my smog and tags are due. And guess whose truck broke down last week? So now there's that on top of the smog and tags thing. And I don't like to ask for donations or anything else, although they are greatly appreciated. But I was raised never to tell anybody when you need something. I was raised never to open my mouth and just to suffer in silence. So I'm learning as an adult now that I don't have to do that, that my time is valuable. And if you are vibing with me and you would like to give me a donation, that's freaking awesome, man. God bless you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But if you're vibing with me and you want to book a session, God bless you. Let's sit together. Help me and I'll help you. And Spirit always shows up. I am offering a 20% out, 20% off discount right now off private sessions through the end of October. So this month only. The discount code is 20OFF. 20OFF is the discount code to save 20% off of a private session with me. If you're interested in doing that, it helps me out. It helps you out. And I appreciate that immensely because I'm a real person just like you guys. And our card for the group, I'm going to read both meanings, upright and reverse, in case it resonates one way, the other way, or both. I understand, darling. Thank you, Monica. I get it, sweetheart. I get it. So I appreciate you, dear. And when the timing is right and it is divine, then we will sit together. I trust God. So our card number is 2, Gentle Gardener. Be your own person. Wow, we've heard this a few times. Be your own person. Be a conscious co-creator. The gentle gardener is visiting you at this moment in your life to remind you that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create the reality that you're experiencing. She is the embodiment of the energy within you that is sent out into the field of co-creation and ensures all that you are is reflected in the world of form. Are you aware of your thoughts? What is their quality? Believe in limitless possibility and you will see miracles unfold. The gentle gardener guarantees the integrity of everything you send out into the world. Stay positive and expect a wondrous return. Your garden is abundant with beauty. The other meaning to this says, do you harbor resentments? How often do you reinforce negativity by affirming lack and limitation? This is speaking to me. How often do you reinforce negativity by affirming lack and limitation? Like, oh yeah, there's never enough to go around. She always gets the good things. Everybody always gets better than me. Like, these are ways in which we can affirm lack and limitation. There are no limits, man. There's plenty to go around in the abundance of this universe. Sometimes we can feel very limited and speak that way and think that way. Every time you send out a desire for something, but secretly harbor a belief that you're undeserving of it, you plant weeds in the field of your dreams. When the gentle gardener appears in the reverse position, she reminds you to be aware of any negative thoughts or selfish motives. She encourages you to step back and pay close attention to what thought seeds you send out into the world. Weeds choke the life out of your beautiful garden. No need to fret, however, because once you recognize this, you can always remove a bad seed and replace it with a healthy one. Forgiveness is your most powerful restorative tool. And when we talk about when you recognize this, you can remove a bad seed and replace it with a healthy one. Let me give you an example of this. That's a great group card for us. Sometimes I think without thinking, right? I'll get down on myself or something and say, oh, darn, I'm so stupid, right? In my mind, oh, how did I make that mistake? I'm so dumb. When you catch yourself, when I catch myself in these things, which I still do, we're all just people, right? We're doing our best. When I catch myself and when you catch yourself, oh, I'm so dumb, or whatever this is, stop, cancel it, and say the reverse out loud 3 times. Nope, I'm smart, I'm smart, I'm smart. I am not dumb. I am very smart. I'm capable. I'm worthy. I can do this. These are phrases that we can plug back in to negate some of the negative thoughts that we might say in our minds about ourselves, because it freaking matters, guys. Your body listens to you. If you're thinking all day long, I'm fat, your body believes that you're fat and will begin to gain weight. I used to be plus size. I know that's an offensive term and I apologize, but this is coming through like this. Let it land where it lands for you. Maybe that's not the thing. The thoughts that you are thinking in your mind, your body believes it. Then your emotions start to get triggered. So deciding to stop that thought and nip it in the bud right away and say something honest, Fluffy, yes. Say something honest instead. Now, you can't negate something with a lie. Like if I say, Oh, I'm ugly, right? If I say this to myself, oh gosh, look at you, your creepy old hair. I'm ugly. I do say those things. Creepy hair. Sorry, hair. You're not creepy. You're not creepy. Okay. I say these things. When we say these kinds of things, oh, I'm ugly, then we begin to believe these things in a real tangible way. And to say the opposite, I may not believe I'm beautiful. I may not believe I'm gorgeous, right? Well, I'm not a bad looking person. I'm attractive. I've got appeal, right? These are things that we can say that are honest truths, guys. Because when you're trying to negate something that is something that you've said, you can't plug in a false affirmation that doesn't resonate with you. It really does need to come from a place of truth and allow it to grow and bloom into an even better version of the truth as you take steps in the direction to manifest that confidence, that healthy energy, that new pattern that you're attempting to set. That is for our group. I appreciate you guys sitting with me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, feel free to do that. Like this video, share with like-minded individuals. I have links in the description box. I'm on TikTok. I'm on IG. I'm on Facebook. I do a lot of cool stuff on Facebook. And I also book private sessions. And I do have personalized tarot videos for order right here on YouTube. That link's in the description box. Don't forget 20OFF if you want to meet with me if you book your session in the month of October. The code is 20OFF. And I thank you guys so much. Until the next one, I send you so much love and blessings, friends. Bye.